New travel ban targeting 10 Asian countries has been announced, and the reactions are explosive. A necessary measure to protect national security, or is it a politically charged move that reeks of discrimination? Because this is one of the most controversial policies Canada has introduced in years, and you need to hear both sides. Let's break down exactly what this means for each nation and why Canada is taking such a drastic step. Canada's second-largest trading partner is now on the banned list. A move that's guaranteed to escalate already tense diplomatic relations. The Canadian government cites concerns over espionage, cyber attacks, and undocumented migration as key reasons. Critics argue this is a direct retaliation for China's own strict travel policies and its alleged interference in Canadian elections. No new visas will be issued for Chinese nationals, and even existing visa holders may face additional scrutiny. Business leaders are warning of economic fallout, as Chinese students and investors contribute billions to Canada's security necessity, or is Canada shooting itself in the foot? India is the top source country with over 118,000 Indians becoming permanent residents in 2022 alone. Now that pipeline is being severely restricted. Government claims the ban is due to fraudulent immigration applications and overstayed, and even tourists suddenly barred. The backlash is already brewing, with Indian officials threatening reciprocal bans on Canadian travelers. Could this spark a full-blown diplomatic crisis? India is, without a doubt, the country most affected by Canada's new travel restrictions. The Canadian government has cited several reasons for including India in the ban. First, there's the issue of fraudulent immigration. Immigration officials claim that a significant number of Indian applicants submit fake documents, including forged bank statements, employment letters, and even educational credentials. In 2023 alone, Canada rejected over 15,000 Indian student visa applications. Fraud. Overstayed visas and illegal immigration are also major concerns. Authorities argue that many Indian nationals arrive on temporary visas, whether for study, work, or as visitors, but never leave, blending into undocumented. This has led to concerns about unregulated population growth and strain on diplomatic tensions have also played a significant role. Relations between India and Canada have been frosty since Prime Minister Justin Trudeau accused the Indian government of involvement in the assassination of a Sikh separatist leader. India denied the allegations, calling them baseless, and retaliated by suspending visa services. This ban could be seen as Canada's countermove. The devastating repercussions of this ban are enormous. Students in limbo. Tens of thousands of Indian students who were accepted into Canadian universities now face shattered out massive loans to pay tuition fees, assuming they could work in Canada post-graduation. Now their families torn apart. Canada has a huge Indian diaspora, with many permanent residents and citizens waiting to sponsor parents, spouses, or siblings. This ban means reunification could take years longer, if it happens at all. Economic consequences. Indian students and workers contribute billions to Canada's economy. Universities rely on international tuition fees. Healthcare and trucking depend on Indian labor. This ban could lead to labor shortages and economic decline. Trade restrictions. Bilateral trade between the two nations is worth over $10 billion annually. If India imposes tariffs or blocks Canadian imports like lentils and pulses, farmers in Canada. Further diplomatic downgrade. India may recall more diplomats, reduce cooperation on security issues, or even expel Canadian. Is this ban justified or discriminatory? Supporters of the ban argue, Canada has a right to control its borders and ensure only legitimate migrants enter. Fraudulent applications waste government resources and delay processing. Overpopulation in cities like Toronto and Vancouver is already a crisis. Limiting immigration. Critics, however, call this move xenophobic. Targeting India, which sends the most legal immigrants, seems like an unfair blanket punishment. Short-sighted. Cutting off a major source of skilled workers and students could hurt Canada. Politically motivated. The timing suggests this is retaliation for the India-Canada diplomatic feud, rather than a genuine security measure. What happens next? The Indian government is and the Canadian Indian community is already organizing protests. If the ban stays in place, we could see a sharp decline in Indian immigration and families moving to Canada. Increased illegal migration. Desperate individuals may turn to human smugglers or long-term damage to Canada's reputation. If seen as anti-immigrant, Canada may lose its appeal as a top destination. Final thought. This ban doesn't just affect paperwork, it ruins lives, disrupts economies, and escalates geopolitical tensions. Is Canada making a tough but necessary, or is it sacrificing its values of diversity and inclusion for political convenience? The world is watching. What's your take? Is Canada right to restrict Indian travelers, or is this a dangerous? Let us know in the comments. And if you think this video is important, share it so more people can go deeper. Should we interview